All right, everyone, we have a lot to get into, so let's just jump right to it, and let's start off with what is going to be the most important thing, and that is today is the first day that you can get a new free epic champion, Whisper, through the program that Raid Shadow Legends has with Amazon. So the catch to this is, yes, you do need Amazon Prime. However, something that I did not do a very good job of mentioning the last time that I talked about this when Ultimate Gaelic was out was that you can use the free trial of Amazon Prime in order to end up getting all the rewards from Raid Shadow Legends. So this is what the screen is going to end up looking like. Now, those of you guys who do play on the PC version of Raid Shadow Legends, you're probably going to be wondering something along the lines of, well, how do I end up getting to this screen? Because normally it's going to be on the left side of your screen right over here under the news tab. However, for the PC version of Raid Shadow Legends, you won't see it. If you guys are either on a mobile device or you use an emulator like BlueStacks, you'll see it right below news. It'll say Amazon rewards, and this is what the screen will end up looking like right here. So right at the time of me making this video, you should be able to claim the reward for Whisper, the new epic champion. And those of you guys who do not have Amazon Prime, you can get all of these rewards from the free trial. Now, I will say this as a bit of a note to those of you guys who do want to take advantage of this and sign up for the free trial to get the rewards. My personal suggestion so that you can min-max this, optimize it, and get all the rewards possible is that you actually wait until closer to the end of January before you actually activate your free trial. If you wait until, say, January 25th, a day or so before the Whisper reward is done, what that's going to allow you to do is optimize the 30-day free trial, not only get the Whisper reward, but you're also going to be able to get those epic skill tomes, greater potions, the next new epic champion, and you'll also be able to make those ancient shards and rank 4 chickens by a day or so as well. So you can see how big of a difference min-maxing the free trial would be if you wait and sign up. That's my recommendation. Of course, you guys are welcome to do however you like, but you can end up canceling the free trial before it actually ends to avoid getting charged or spend any money. So those of you guys who do not have Amazon Prime, this is another opportunity to get not only Whisper, but a whole bunch of stuff coming up in the future for free. Now, those of you guys who are not able to actually see the Amazon icon, I will have a link to the BlueStacks emulator in the description and in the comments section. For those of you guys that maybe aren't even aware of this, there's a lot of free stuff that we're going to be getting over the next couple of months with this connection program that Raid has. So make sure you guys get in on this, whether you decide to get it on a mobile device or through an emulator on the PC. If you do use the BlueStacks link, though, to get your free stuff, it does help out the channel a little bit, so thank you very much to all of you guys who do decide to do that. Now, the question is, with this new free epic champion, how good is Whisper? Is she going to be worth building? I know that is a question that is going to be floating around a lot. And I actually already have a copy of Whisper. Not really too sure how to feel about this, considering we could end up getting her for free today. But I did manage to pull her from all my Void Shard pulls from a few days ago. Those of you guys who saw those pulls, you know how crazy they were. I won't spoil it for those of you guys who still haven't, but I have a Whisper right now at level 40. And a lot of people have been asking me, is she going to be worth building? Is she good? If she is good, what is she good at? And I'll just do a little bit of a overview here. I'm going to keep it short because I know there's a lot of other people who have reviewed her in more detail, and there's a lot of other stuff that I need to cover today. But she's going to be in the Night Revenants, so let's go over there really quickly. Night Revenants, Whisper is going to be a Void champion right here at the end of the list. And my overall, I guess you could say, review or just a short takeaway is she's okay, guys, but she's definitely not absolutely amazing. I would say most people playing the game, you're probably going to have other champions that are going to be more important and a higher priority to take to 6-star and level 60 before Whisper. Now, that doesn't mean that she's terrible or anything like that. It just means that I don't think she brings a whole lot to the table in comparison to a lot of other champions that you probably could be working on. So a quick glance at her skill kit. Without a doubt, though, the absolute best feature about her is her auto attack. She has an absolutely phenomenal auto attack that has that strong version of Weaken on it, which you can actually boost with skill books all the way up to a 75% chance of placing. very, very strong auto attack. Attacks one enemy has a 50% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. Damage based on attack, so important to note that Whisper is an attack-based champion. And you guys, those of you who have seen a lot of my videos, guides, and all that stuff know kind of how attack champions rank in comparison to HP and defense-based champions as you move from the earlier to more of the mid and late game. Second ability, attacks when enemy, places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 1 turn before attacking if the target has higher max HP than this champion. Will ignore defense if the target is under a weakened debuff, which it probably will be, most likely because of her auto attack. Now that 50% increased attack buff is just going to be on this champion. It's just going to be on Whisper, so not an area of effect. 4-turn cooldown, which you can lower down to a 3-turn cooldown. Her third ability, attacks one enemy 2 times, grants an extra turn if the target is under decreased defense and weakened debuffs. And this can be lowered down to a 5-turn cooldown. Her passive, interesting passive, I will not lie, very interesting. Has a 10% chance of granting an extra turn whenever this champion lands a critical hit, which, of course, if you properly gear, you should be able to get to 100% critical hit, which means you should always have that 10% chance of granting an extra turn, and increases damage inflicted on bosses by 20%. That can end up being a pretty significant amount right there, so definitely something to keep in mind if you do decide to build her. And, of course, her aura increases ally attack in dungeons by 29%. Interesting little note as well is she does not have any area of effect skills. She is solely focused on single target. And, you know, like I said, I don't think she's bad or anything like that. I just think for the most part, most people are probably going to have other champions that are going to be a higher priority to take to level 60 and 6-star before Whisper. But if you want to do it anyway, she is a free epic with that Amazon Prime promotion going on. You know, that's an option open to you. So all right, now moving on to the next thing on the list, we do have a new event. I guess technically it's a tournament here. So if you go to the tournaments, you guys will see that the Ice Golem tournament finished, of course. You know that Skull Crusher was a reward from that. And we now have a Dragon tournament going on as well. Lasts for 4 days. As you can see, the rewards, you know, they are what they are. Everyone seems to have mixed opinions. A lot of people spend a lot of time farming Dragon anyway because it's going to be probably out of the 3 non-accessory dungeons the best one for gear because of things like speed, lifesteal, accuracy. The top rewards seem like they might be getting a little bit better, but the Epic Relentless ×4, you know, a lot of people are wondering what happened to offering 6 pieces for the set for the first rewards. Seems like they're kind of bouncing around between giving out 4, giving out 6. You get some energy, some gems, as you can see from these rewards here. Clan Boss Key Chicken, a little bit of XP, some gems, Epic Book, and the real discussion is the global leaderboards, and very similar to that Ice Golem tournament, as you guys can see, we do have another epic champion for first place, and this time it is going to be TAYREL, which is another extremely strong, one of the strongest epic-based debuffing type champions. So very, very good. Those of you guys who have TAYREL, definitely going to be a champion worth 6-starring and taking to level 60. He stacks probably in the top 10, if not top 15 list of all the epics in the game. And it seems like Plarium is kind of going with the theme of offering champions for these tournaments. But specifically, the Dragon Tournament and the Ice Golem Tournament have offered champions lately in comparison to the Champion Chase tournaments, which have been offering legendaries. So it seems like these non-shard pull type tournaments are offering epics instead of legendaries. But even though they are epics, it seems like so far they've been some of the most highly desirable epics. So you know, that's something to keep mind of. I wonder if they'll keep doing this. Who knows? Plarium definitely seems to be a bit random when it comes to stuff like this, but they've done it a few times now, so thought it was worth mentioning. Now, the next thing on the list is going to be the events that we have going on. The Champion Training event. Those of you guys who have been participating in this Champion Training, I guess it's the New Year's event that came out a while ago. I already talked about it in detail, but today is the first day that you can actually end up completing it, getting all the points, and of course, you can end up claiming your Sacred Shards. So gonna go ahead and do that right now. A lot of you guys have been wondering, you know, how come I don't click on a lot of the red dots when I record videos? And a lot of the times it's because it's energy. So I apologize if that kind of drives you a little bit crazy. I can totally understand why it would. But you guys know how I feel about energy. I try my best to stay below the energy cap to always be regenerating and be as efficient as I can with it. I know it doesn't always turn out to be the case, but I do my absolute best. Now, when it comes to double raid events and summoning, a lot of people have also asked me, with the Void event just ending yesterday, what do I think the next summoning event is going to end up being? And my prediction, guys, and this is just a prediction, Plarium could absolutely throw a curveball and do something differently, but it seems like it's been a while since we've had the the Sacred Shards. So we had the Void ones, which just ended. Before the Void one, we had Ancient Shards. It's been a little while since we've had Sacred Shards, so that's my prediction on what the next double rate event could be. So pretty cool. I have 7 of them saved up right now. You guys can definitely expect a nice big summoning session when we do end up getting that event. As I always say, my best recommendation, especially to those of you guys who don't really spend a ton of money on this game and are more limited on resources, is always save up for those double rates. You're just going to get the most efficiency for summoning your shards there. The last thing that I want to talk about today is just a little bit of a side note. I ended up making a community post about this, but I don't really know how YouTube works with that. I don't know how many people see that. So I wanted to talk about it very briefly at the end of this video. This, just as a disclaimer, not sponsored, not getting paid to mention this. I just thought that I would because I know for somebody who does spend money on Raid Shadow Legends, saving money is always something that, you know, means something to me. So those of you guys who do spend, whether it's a little bit, whether it's a lot, I thought that I would throw out there. These are not really that easy to find. They don't do them very often, but I did find a sale through BlueStacks for Google Play credits. So this is what the screen looks like right here. You could save up to 20% right now on the small, I think it's the $15 gift cards, which you can end up getting for $12. Just a bit of a disclaimer as well, you can only end up getting 1 per person. But as you guys can see, what you can actually do is, this is going to be for Google Play, and discounts for Google Play are very rare. I know you can end up finding them a bit more frequently through iTunes, but if you guys spend anything on Raid Shadow Legends at all, I thought that it might be worth noting that this is out there. You can save a little bit of money. It is through the BlueStacks store, so if you are interested, once again, I'll leave a link in the description and in the comments section to the BlueStacks emulator. All you have to do is download it. Of course, download Raid Shadow Legends as well. And when you actually sign into your Google Play accounts, the BlueStacks emulator uses the Google Play Store. So what you can do is just load up Raid Shadow Legends, and any purchases made through Raid Shadow Legends on BlueStacks is going to use the Google Play Store, so you will be able to use these credits and get that discount. Again, I'm not getting paid to say this or anything. Yes, it does help the channel out if you guys do download BlueStacks and Raid Shadow Legends through the link in the description or the comments, but besides that, I just wanted to mention this because I already got in on this. I bought 1 of each of these to save a little bit of money, and I thought those of you who do spend might be interested to hear about this as well, especially with how rare Google Play sales can seem to be. I always keep an eye out for these when I can. That's going to end up being it for the video today, though. I threw a lot of stuff, a lot going on in Raid Shadow Legends, but not really a whole lot in terms of events and tournaments. It's more of like news and announcements type stuff, but that's going to end up being it for the video today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy this video and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate all the support, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. If you want to help out, tossing a quick like means more than you can imagine as well, so thank you to all of you guys to do that. And of course, more Raid Shadow Legends videos, guides, tutorials, and all that fun stuff should be popping up on the screen right about now, so feel free to check them out. But if not, until next time, this is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.